Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. So I have another journal to share with you. Now, this journal, it does come with a tie, but because I'm in love with this picture, I took the tie off before I started filming because this daisy is just beautiful. And just, it's not an actual picture, it's a painting, but it's just so, like, I don't know. There's just something about it. I really like it. So that's what I used for the front. And this image came out of the Wildflowers book that I have, um, that I absolutely love because I love the pages in it because it's not glossy. And it's also, the pages are thick. So they're perfect in journals because the pages hold up really well. And I'll show you because I do have a few inside. And then I also, for the back, just to give it a little bit of strength, I put another page image for the back cover. Now, the actual journal itself is made with a paper bag, like the ones from the grocery stores. And I cut it down. Well, I opened it up, cut it down to the size I wanted. I flipped up the bottom to make to make the pockets. And there's the surprises, I think 2 of them inside, and when we get there I'll show you that I left part of the bag. So without further ado, let me just make sure I am in frame, and I am. Let's get into it. So as you know, like I just said, the pockets here are folded up, and then I sewed all around just to keep it all together, and added the crocheted lace. And then in the pocket, we have a blank guest check, which actually I'm going to show you about these blank guest checks a little further in the journal. So don't forget about this. Just keep that in mind. Or keep in mind the reason why I'm giving you blank guest checks. And then we have 2 postcards. Now, they're made to look vintage, but they're not. But they're still cool looking anyway. So here on the first page, we have the little flip up where you can do some extra journaling here. And then we have the 3 little tucks. So we have another postcard there, a Tim Holtz journaling card, and then in the front pocket, we have one of the card catalogs from the library, the card from a card catalog in the library, and a playing card. Because I used to call them library cards, and technically they're not. I mean, they're cards from the library, but they come out of the card catalog. So that's just a mouthful. Okay, so here, listen. See how thick the pages are? This is just a regular page from the book. And see, the imagery is just, it's all, I don't know if you consider it matte, but it's not glossy, which I really like, because I feel like I can't find any flower books that are not glossy. All the flower books I have are glossy, which is fine, but I really like when it's not so shiny and stuff. So, but that's okay. So here we have a vintage music paper that, again, I folded up to make a pocket. And then in the pocket, we have a Tim Holtz journaling card, a little envelope. Now, there's nothing in the envelope, but you can use it however you want, whether you make your own tuck spot, if you want to keep some extra little bits of ephemera inside, like tickets or something, you're more than welcome to do whatever you want with that. And then a little playing card. Oh, and then I also added some Tim Holtz washi at the bottom just to give it a little strength, but also just because, it's the Tim Holtz washi, and it's the one that almost feels like cloth, and it's just really cool looking. So that's there. Now, in this journal also, there's lots of space to journal because I figured this is a great journal because of the size of, like, really journaling. Like if you're daily journaling, if you're going on a trip and you really want to document, the things or activities that you're doing, this is definitely a perfect journal for that, just because all the space to actually write. So here's one of the surprises. Here is a little, like my little corner tucks. Inside I have the postcard, vintage Rolodex card, playing card, and a Tim Holtz ephemera card. And we have a little seam binding bow, a little image. Then you flip it up normally to write in it, but here I kept this because this shows that this was made with a paper bag. So the paper bag that I use is from Stop and Shop, so you can see the HOP. So it would have been shop, like Stop and Shop here. Here's the logo for Stop and Shop, but I thought that was like a nice little surprise, just kind of like to know where the cover of the journal came from. So I just thought that was kind of cool. And then some more writing space. Here, I have a little glassine bag that I made a pocket so you can tuck behind. And then also inside, we have some playing card and a trivia card, but you can also add more ephemera if you want on the inside. Plenty of room. And then I just did a little decorating with some crocheted lace, a little paper flower, just to give it a little extra something. So here's another pocket with some vintage music paper and Tim Holtz journaling cards. So you have that one, and then these little, I've been using these a lot in my journal. I use these to decorate, to collage, to do stuff like that, because I can rip out what I want, ink the edges, and then it just makes it look a little more vintage. Actually, this here was one of these. So you can use it to write on the back, but if you don't want to, you can actually use images and, you know, take them apart as you need to make your own decorations. So here's another page from the book, which is really, I love it. Okay, so here again, I told you about the blank guest checks and why I am giving you some blank guest checks. This is a little guest check. And what I did was I cut it here, and then I took the bottom piece and then glued it up on the top part to make a little tuck. See? Like a little tuck there. And then you can decorate it however you want. I just did a little simple decoration with some crocheted lace, a little paper flower, and then I put a little sequence in the middle. And then I just left an extra one here, just so you remember. Like, isn't that fun? You can use blank guest checks to make your own pockets. And then, sorry, hold on one second. I think I'm losing my voice, so I've been talking all day long. Here is a vintage letter from July 13th, 1942. And the letter is inside. Oops. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. So you can read that. And then in the pocket, I have, again, one of the little, I don't know, decorative things, a little note paper, and then a Tim Holtz card. All right. And then here is the middle. Now, normally I've been in the middle either doing like a double pocket or an envelope. Because I said, again, because of the size of the pages, I wanted to really give a good space to have a nice layout for some real journaling. So, you know, all the journaling can be right here. I did, you know, add a sticker for decoration just so it wasn't so plain. But this is really definitely a writer's journal. And here we have another guest check. And you know what I'll do? I'll put another little check in the back of that. And there's another vintage letter, and then the little bits like the other one had too. Here's the back side of the image from the front. Another little pocket to tuck in just some different journaling cards. Another glassine bag with some cards in it, and then some cards behind it. And here again, well, this one it says recyclable. I think it's 100% recyclable if I'm not mistaken. But again, I wanted to just kind of have something in the journal showing where the cover came from. Oh, and this is another one of those little papers that I kind of ripped apart and just added the image here. And then in the pocket, oops, we have a postcard, which I love that image. I mean, it's really nice. So we have the postcard, a Rolodex card, playing card, and a journaling card. So those all go in there. And then here's some more Tim Holtz washi on the bottom. And in the pocket, journaling card from the card catalog. Another little envelope. and a movie trivia card. And here, place for writing. These are actual little labels, I think for cigars maybe. I'm not sure if they're vintage or not, but I have a whole bunch of them. So I started using them because before I wasn't sure how to use them. But I mean, if you put them, it almost looks like a little chain. So that's what I'm going to start using them for. And then into a little collaging here. And again, the 3 places to tuck. So we have a postcard, journaling card, Rolodex card, and a playing card. And then here is the back, also with a pocket, since, you know, we did the fold up, and the crocheted lace. And in the back, another guest check, and 2 postcards. Sorry, I was trying to see if there was a glare. Hopefully there wasn't too much of a glare. And then the back. So this is technically a paper bag journal with just an awesome image on the front. I just love that image. So if you are interested in this journal, I will leave a link in the description box below, so you can go over and check all the details out, like the page count and stuff like that. It will all be in the listing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough of this journal. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.